another video. It's been accessed by Republic TV from the Bucha region in Ukraine, where the destroyed Kadrovsky column can now be seen. The video also shows demolished civilian buildings with smoke bellowing out amid heightened tensions in the region.
So yes, this once again speaks of how residential areas, civilian areas essentially, are also coming under attack. And this is in contradiction, Rhythm, to what the Russian forces have been maintaining. The Defense Ministry spokesperson just yesterday in a detailed statement pointed out that they're not aiming at targeting any civilian infrastructure or social infrastructure. It is just their military establishments and infrastructures that are being targeted by the Russian forces. But the reality on ground speaks of another story. We do see how residential buildings are also coming under attack. This one coming in from Bucha and similar such incidents that we've picked up from across Ukraine. So this is really not about just targeting military infrastructures and institutions. This is way beyond that, and that's exactly why it's extremely worrisome, isn't it, Rhythm?
Yes.
How civilians are having to bear the brunt of perhaps what is not even so much about Ukraine versus Russia. At the end of the day, it's more to do with the West versus Russia.
Yes, absolutely. So staying with those shots that Crispin is talking about, viewers, this is the Bucha region in Ukraine. And this time the destroyed Kadrovsky column can be seen. But the video is also showing, like Crispin is mentioning, the civilians and how they are being attacked. It shows demolished civilian buildings and heightened tension in the region. This is coming, as we've said, Kyiv and Kherson are already places that are continuing to be under attack. And I also want to point it out that we're going to be getting some more breaking news that's clear, where we are being told, as talks are being held on one side, supposedly in Minsk, in certain parts in Belarus, on the other side, Russia is also possibly going to be ordering a special mode of combat duty. I also want to say, even as these talks are going to be held, the ICJ had been moved by Ukraine. So all that development coming in, but the visuals clearly speak the picture when Russia right in the start had first refused to believe, had refused to state they're going to invade. On day 4 of this invasion, they've also attacked civilians, which they said they would not do. These are civilian buildings that are now being targeted, and we continue to stay from this particular place where swift sanctions continue to be imposed. I'll also tell our viewers, like Crispin and I have been saying since morning, we not only have the largest crew in Ukraine and in other parts, they are also reporting non-stop from areas where shelling is happening. And Crispin, it's a dangerous terrain.
Oh yes, absolutely. And lots coming in from the official versions that are being put out by both the defense ministries of Ukraine and of Russia. And the situation at this point in time is extremely tense, given how non-stop shelling and non-stop firing has been going on. In fact, we're seeing so much action unfold on the streets now. Earlier on, it all started with air missiles and air attacks that were essentially being carried out by the Russian forces, result of which can be seen on your screens. These kind of residential buildings also coming under fire. But now troops are fighting on the streets, man-on-man fight that is currently underway in several parts of Ukraine. Let's quickly put out another 1-minute report detailing what essentially is transpiring across Ukraine.